Did you know that women outperform men on social media by like 35%? You gotta understand that an influence is feminine energy. Masculine energy is impact. If you're trying to be an influencer and your stats aren't building up or you feel kind of scattered, I get it, man. I mean, look at my channel. I make videos every day, consistently, and I deserve way more views, followers, whatever, right? Now, I don't want to buy my way there, okay? I know nobody's playing this shit fair. I get it. Nobody's playing this game online on the internet fairly. Look, I've done that in the past, man. Go check out my channel, That Splash Life, okay? I've been there. I don't like that. I'm not doing it for the metrics, man. I'm doing it for the real flow state Jedis who watch videos like this and they go, wait a second, oh my gosh, I've got to change my life, man. There's something about this energy that this guy's emitting that is awakening something within me. So the influencer back in the day used to be like a reality TV star, right? Now influencer is almost like the socialite energy, right? It's become this energy of just the social dynamics person. If you don't have an Instagram account, you are doing yourself a disservice in this current generation. I mean, man, this is the kind of stuff that I think about, right? Who are these influencers? How do they do it? They run on social media mentions or branded content or sponsored blog posts or giveaways, this kind of stuff. I understand that. The first thing to understand is relevance. Look beyond the static metrics of the internet or the analytics. Look at the person's content. Does this message convey what it's trying to convey? Are they providing a lifestyle? How often does this influencer engage with their audience? There's a lot of great influencers out there that connect to the common people, that reply to their comments. Now, if they're doing it or their team is doing it, I don't know that. But at the same time, it's a very, very powerful choice, okay? Because you're engaging on that very transparent level. You gotta make it so that people can easily contact you. Get on board with your ideas, start sharing your vision on their networks, and so forth. Let me tell you something, man. This entire thing is a story. From the time that you were born and the time that you're gonna die, you are a story. That's how they will remember you. He was a good man. She was a good woman. Is that all that you want the world to say about you? When you engage with the story, and maybe you're relating it to stories on Instagram, that's true too, but I notice a lot of influencers who don't have these sponsored posts and all this kind of stuff. At the same time, they're more authentic with their expression. The highest quality influencers are the best at building relationships. There you go. That's this entire video. If you have to take anything away, understand that. Relationships, relating to somebody, okay? We've ended up making social media just media. We're just posting content, posting content, posting content. When do we actually reach out? How many conversations in the DM are actually authentic, legit, heart-based, presence-based conversations with different people who are being a mirror back to you? Maybe not a lot, maybe zero, maybe like 4. Improve the amount of conversations that you are having, okay? That does not mean break the confines of your relationship with your partner or, do weird stuff and message 100 guys. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you've got to understand that your communication is a tool that will build your world. Your words create your world. I've said this many times. My AZD talked about that. Here's a little video actually from AZD speaking about me and when he gave me the title of Dr. Scripps. Check this out.
Dr. Scripps broke down whatever I was doing some years ago, a year and a half ago or something, right? And he did a very nice video. And then when he came on, I did a class where I went back and forth with him because somebody else was using a language, a scientific language describing what I was doing. And I was so fascinated, and because it was so real to me. He knew what he was talking about. So I said to him, in IMC Nation, you're a doctor in that. And it says Dr. Scripps right there. Now, is this less of a doctor than, let's say, Hannah went to the doctor today? No, it's not actually. He's a doctor. He has a doctorate degree from me and IMC on that subject of flow. Do you know somebody else who studied flow more than him? Since I've known him, the dude's been researching, studying, trying, just fascinated with this idea of flow. Maybe he's been lying, but I don't think so. Why? Because you shouldn't think your friends are lying.
I am pushing my content out there. Also, shout out to Mike Mizzy, okay? Mike Miller Films on Instagram. He's really seen my content and gone, whoa, dude, you're doing some cool stuff. Like, here's something of value. And he sent me something of value. You know, that's the kind of relationship that you want to build, like authentic, genuine relationships with people. I was in a container of space with him in Intentional Impact Brotherhood, and now it's just like, hey, we're still connected, right? He still sees my content, still there's a vibration being connecting, right? There's a bump, 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 bump. The impact that you have on others is the masculine energy, remember, and the influence is the feminine. Just remember these two things. And that doesn't mean that men can't be influencers, but look at the men mostly influencing, okay? They have a lot of feminine energy. Notice that. It's weird to say that, but it's honestly true. Or these femininity coaches or masculinity coaches, you know, it can be classist, it can be anti-black, it can be very dogmatic, it can be very, exclusionary when they're talking about inclusivity, but then they're telling people, no, you can't hang out with us. Like, there's a lot of weird hypocrisy online and a lot of weird stuff like that. But at the same time, you got to understand that who you are as a person, right? People know you online and people know you in real life. When you blend those worlds together, right? When you can blend those worlds together, you just start to cause such a powerful storm, a ripple effect across the planet. Because when you meet and greet with your fans, okay? Like, for instance, I'm going to Bali. Maybe some of you watching this video, you're like, yo, he's going to Bali. Let me go meet up with him as he's there for these 15 days, right? So I'm packing right now, guys, and I'm getting like pre-expansion jitters. You guys know what I'm saying? Like the feeling of like, oh, there's about to be some weird gnosis that's gonna happen as I go to that island, the island of the gods, and I know that we are Primal Sutra, gods in training. There's something there, man. There's some link, connecting me to that island. And here we go. I'm going today midnight, okay, on my flight. Also, there's something that I got from the other beer. Results don't see size. You see, results don't see size, they see action taking. So maybe you don't have the greatest growth of followers online on your page or whatever it is. That's okay. The people who resonate on your frequency will find you no matter what. That's just the truth. You can't think in these terminologies like, oh, I'm in a small town somewhere in Denver, and so, of course, social media isn't really popping over there, You can give me that excuse, bro. Or maybe you're in some small village in Nicaragua. All that matters is that you keep swimming. I'm a dolphin. Maybe the water is a little bit muckier and swampier and, there's less energy or momentum that moves it forward. But I'm still a dolphin. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop and doing backflips. You gotta be the songbird that sings your song. Now all the cats that go, they can't get to you because you're all the way at the top of the tree, still singing your song. The haters can keep going. It can keep doing that. But you show up. And you... By the way, guys, we do this thing in Primal Sutra. It's called wealth animals, okay? Your wealth animal is very different to your sex animal, very different to your, totem animal, very different to your spirit animal, okay? The wealth animal is the animal that is most connected to your abundance. Now, if you'd like to know about your wealth animal, you can shoot me a message, and we've got to do some attunement work beforehand to just kind of make sure that, okay, this is the right pathway for you. But my wealth animal is a woodpecker. I just keep pecking. My content keeps pecking you. Ba, 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 ba. In the same rhythm, same frequency of flow state that is generating over time, and you're seeing my transformation live, present, you know, woo, causing a ripple effect, a bubble of experience around it. You gotta find your own wealth animal. If you're gonna be an influencer, you gotta find your own wealth animal, man. Or chica, okay?
Hey, wait a second. Do people just like me for my beauty? Or do they like me for something greater than that?
If you're wondering that as a woman, guess what? Of course they like you for your beauty. Come on now, this is a genetic game too. The genes are being, you know, emanated out. Some people are responding just to my genetics, my looks or whatever, you know? And continuing to watch these videos. Would you continue to watch this content knowing that my spirit, that, you know, maybe I look like a shriveled up marmalade type of character, okay? Would you still respect me? Like, of course we have these fears, right? These insecurities. Of course. You're in the industry of beauty and image. You got to understand that. That's just a part of the package. It's like saying, as an actor, you know, I used to do acting in the past. Shout out to my book, TPM. Oh, shameless plug again. Ooh. Hey man, I recognized this very early on, that humiliation, feeling nervous on stage fright, you know, that feeling of like, oh man, what will this audience think of me? Maybe I get booed because I'm the villain or whatever on stage. You know, that's a part of it. That's the ticket price that you gotta pay for this amusement park. So when you're telling me, oh, I have insecurities about my beauty and I have insecurities about how I'm being perceived by people and how I'm being portrayed, good. That's a part of your own awakening and journey. That's what's gonna crystallize your ego, and you're gonna get beyond the 3D, you know, reality of Instagram. And you're gonna start to see that, hey, I'm beautiful on all dimensions, not just like, you know, in this physical, superficial, you know, form. You're going a level deeper into really understanding that, hey, what does this person have to say to me? So you got to really find your archetype of who you are and what you're putting out there, right? So my archetype is more so kind of an outlaw, like a rebel type of character, right? Who's kind of going in there from a completely different approach to this flow state dynamic and this flow state industry, right? Of peak performance coaches, where everyone's just like talking about optimization and just being the best person. I'm looking at it from a different angle, different perspective. Yes, flow state is my medicine, but it's from a different level, where I'm allowing my lifestyle to become a flow state lifestyle. How about that? Where I feel good throughout the day. Because I'm so present with myself. Allow myself to feel whatever I need to feel and emote whatever I need to emote in that moment. I'm gonna keep riding the wave, being the dolphin. Of course, they tell you this strategy of like finding a niche and finding a strategy. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But the biggest thing is, a lot of people online, they don't walk their talk, okay? They really don't walk their talk. It's a complete mirage of what you see on social media and what people's real lives are. When both can merge, there's something powerful that happens that will shift you. Trust me in this, okay? You can be the puppet master and kind of, you know, start to create content like that. But once you emerge, you don't want to be the spiritual guru on the top of the mountain where no one can reach. You want to be the spiritual community leader that is giving value to the community and the tribe and the public, where you're actually taking action, immersing yourself in your own healing journey. One of my messages is, don't go with the flow like everybody else. Be the flow. Embody flow state. Allow it to become much more long-term a part of your lifestyle that you start to create, and allow flow state as a tool or a vehicle to get you from point A to point B, right? And so it's not what everybody's saying of, yeah, just relax, let go with the flow, everything will align as it should. Trigger warning, okay, when I say this, but take the times of Nazi Germany and Hitler. What if they, you know, the people there would just go with the flow, okay? Would that be the best advice then? There is a morality aspect to this thing, guys, okay? You got to start to understand that there is an ethical thing to flow state, okay? Because that's a state of bliss. Are you using, like, you know, pseudoscience to try to get spiritual seekers to come to your channel as a spiritual coach, you're gonna get washed off the map. But are you genuinely like putting in the time, putting in the energy, putting in that extra edge to make sure that, hey, this is my creation. I'm gonna nurture that thing, right? I'm gonna be a little bit more tender with my creations, not just like brush it away. Business and marketing, okay? There's no choice of being woo-woo there. That's why a lot of spiritual people can't make money, okay? Because spirituality is ethereal, okay? It's ephemeral. It is star stuff, right? You can't grab it. It's not tangible. It's not the CPM, like the clicks per minute or whatever, right? It's not that end result of I made $300,000, okay? That's not a lot of end goal for a lot of spiritual tech people. To get to a level of spirituality, you also have to be very, very clear with how you communicate to your tribe, okay? It's all about packaging, man. What is anybody who's a leader telling you, right? An influencer telling you? Just be a good person, okay? Have gratitude, okay? Yeah, everybody's saying that. The same thing, it's just their version of it, their truth. So you gotta be like osmosis, man, the semi-permeable membrane where you're learning from others and you know, taking to your environment and moving forward with this energy and momentum. That's what's truly gonna make you a great influencer. Not the one who's just like, you know, oh, look at my handbag, like it's kind of cute. Okay, cool. What does that have to do with me? That's what everybody's thinking. What does this have to do with me? So if they're thinking, oh wait, that handbag will get me my man, and he'll see it, and he'll compliment it, okay? Now they're creating a storyline in the back of their mind. You see what I'm saying? So through your content, you have to tell your story, and you better be the best storyteller. Your mind has got to construct the best story, the greatest story ever told. That is your journey. Let's go. Upward Spiral gang. May we never be the same again. Hope this inspired you today. I gotta finish some packing, guys. Woo! So excited. Let's go. Upward Spiral.